graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Greetings, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icons too. And that way you will know when we do go live. Hello, everybody who is here in the chat. I actually forgot to put the stream bot on, and we're going to do that right now. All right, so Game 7. Game 7, the best two words in sports, and that is what we have going on tonight between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Seattle Mariners in the American League Championship Series. Winner of this game goes on to play the Dodgers on Friday for the World Series Game 1. Oh, we're so excited. Oh, man, thank you all so much for being on here. We have a lot of people tuning in over on Twitch. Hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for being on here. Nelson, Ramson, Fergoja, and Jordan Vasquez. You guys are absolutely awesome. You guys are incredible. Thank you all so much for being on here. All right, we're ready to rock and roll, baby. Text me or DM me, or just message me in the live chat, and let me know what your final score predictions are down below. Mark is also here over on the YouTube side of things, and so is Daniel Barry Sports. All right, we are ready to get things started. Let's go. Shane Bieber with a four-seamer, a slider, a knuckle curve, a changeup, and a cutter. He is pitching for the Toronto Blue Jays tonight, and the lineup that he will be facing will be as follows. Julio Rodriguez out in center field for Seattle. Cal Raleigh, the catcher, batting second. And then you got Josh Naylor batting third. He is the first baseman. And then you got Jorge Polanco. He is DHing. He is batting fourth. Batting fifth is Randy Arozarena, and he is out in left field. And so we got Eugenio Suarez batting sixth. He is playing over at third base. J.P. Crawford is at short. He's batting seventh. And then batting eighth is Leo Rivas. And batting ninth, of course, is Victor Robles. He's out in right field. So just to recap, it's Rodriguez, Raleigh, Naylor, Polanco, Arozarena, Suarez, Crawford, Rivas, and Robles. And here we go. We're ready to start off the first pitch. Here it is. It's down for ball one. There's the 1-0 to Rodriguez. Ground ball, base hit down the third base line. That's going all the way towards the corner. Rodriguez will go to second base, and he starts the party off with a leadoff double. So he is now in scoring position. And now up next is Cal Raleigh. Nice swing there by Julio Rodriguez just to put the ball in play and punch it down that third base line. And up to bat is Raleigh, as we mentioned before. Charge! Let's go, baby. Final score predictions, again, please let me know down below. We are one subscriber away over on the YouTube side from getting to 8,100. Here's the pitch. That misses outside for ball one. That was a 92-mile-per-hour fastball. Lou is here. What's going on, guys? How's the Flyers game going, Lou? How are the Fly guys doing? One ball, no strikes to Raleigh. And the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Lou probably has the 3 TVs going. You know, the NFL game, the Flyers game, and, of course, ALCS. The toss back over to second. That is not in time. Again, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. I want Seattle to win this, but I think Toronto wins 7-3. Okay. 7-3 is his final score prediction. Standout player. Flyers are up 2-1 in the second period. That sounds good. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. This ball is grounded over towards the first base side, and that is a foul ball. Guerrero just could not field it in time. JJ, you know me too well. It's indeed a 3-screen night. I love it, man. I love it. You might have to add in the 4th one, though, because of the late night football game. So you might just have to do that. It's a 3-screen night. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Cal Raleigh is up at the plate. Bieber ended up throwing 26 sliders in Game 3. That's insane. 1-2 pitch. There's a knuckle curve that misses outside for ball 2. So it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mark says, I want Seattle to win too. What is going on with the bot? The bot's working, right? Oso 33X is here. Thank you all so much for rocking with me. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They might have all been bots. The 2-2 pitch. That is down and in for ball 3. And so now the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 5 pitches in this AB so far. Bieber gets set and fires. And Raleigh lines one, but it's a foul ball towards the right side. J40 is back. What's up, Jason? Mark my chat, JJ. Goat. Oh, I missed that goat part. Or I missed that goat mark. Navy Mailman, thank you so much for the sub. We got to 8,100. Thank you guys so much. Keep grinding, man. We are now 1,900 away from 10K. 3-2 pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and Cal Raleigh is down on strikes. And there is out number 1 here in the first inning. Up next is Josh Naylor. Raleigh just could not catch up to that fastball. So Naylor is coming up. He's playing over at first base. And Rodriguez, who is still over at second base, he's in scoring position. First pitch to Naylor. That's high for ball 1. That was at 93 miles per hour. Oof. Messed up my scorecard. Ugh. Got to keep the scorecard clean. What the heck is that? That's dirty. Toss back over to first and 9 time. What the heck was that? I'm trying to scratch it off. Doesn't look nice now. I like to keep my scorecards clean. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the 1-0 pitch. That's grounded foul over towards the first base side. Maybe if I got a little wipe or something, it'll... And it's probably not going to come off. I might just have to live with it. Yeah. I think it's GG's. I think it's GG's to that scorecard. I mean, it wasn't like a big mess. It was just, you know, it was under the 3rd inning. There was it's underneath George Springer's 3rd inning slot. So hopefully he doesn't bat in the 3rd inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. Josh Naylor tied up in the count, 1-1. And the pitch. And that misses outside for ball 2. That was a changeup. Oh, the Flyers scored. Nice. Who got the goal? 2 balls, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch. That's high for ball 3. Damn it, guys. I messed up my scorecard. Just for one player. That sucks. 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch. There's a ground ball, and past the dive of Laddie out to right field. Rodriguez will test the arm. The throw is off the line. Seattle comes up with the first punch. And Josh Naylor comes through with an RBI single. And that makes it 1-0 Seattle. So Rodriguez doubled down the third base line. Raleigh struck out, and Josh Naylor just drove home Rodriguez with an RBI single. And Jorge Polanco is now up at the plate. He's behind in the count. No balls, 1 strike, and 1 away in the top of the first. Bieber with 15 pitches, and his 16th one is down and away for a ball. Polanco started off really strong in this series. He was 4 for 9 in games 1 and 2. It was a big contributor as to why the Mariners won, and ever since then he's gone 1 for his last 13. 1-1 pitch. That is outside. It was a changeup, and it's now 2 balls, 1 strike. JJ, I'm back, and my husband John is here again, too. What's up, John? Thanks so much for tuning on in. Hopefully you enjoyed what we did last night. I wasn't at my best, but I hope that you enjoyed it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Navy Mailman again. Thank you for the sub. 2-1 pitch. That is a strike taken on the upper tier of the zone. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. As far as the defense does go, Alejandro Kirk is catching. And on the mound, it's Shane Bieber. This is for Toronto, by the way. Vladdy is over at first. At second base, it's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. At shortstop, it's Andres Jimenez. And at third, it's Ernie Clement. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. That's down and in for ball 3. So we got the NHL scores. Of course, we also have the 2 NFL games. Those scores are on there as well. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jorge Polanco. In the outfield, Dalton Varsho's in center. Addison Barger's in right. And Nathan Lucas is out in left field. Toss back over to first. Safe. I tell you, Naylor's cleats are dazzling today. It's like a very light blue with glitter over it. The pitch, ground ball, hit over to shortstop, and the tag to the bat. There's 1. The throw is ricocheted off the helmet of Naylor, and guess who's going to be safe over at first base? It'll be Polanco, and now John Schneider's going to go out there. So that is an unassisted fielder's choice. Looks like Clement, again, was trying to throw it over to first, and that just hit the back of the helmet. And, John, this is exactly why they wear helmets. He asked yesterday. That's why. That's why they still wear helmets on the bases. That could have been awful if you didn't wear a helmet there. So an unassisted fielder's choice. And there is 2 outs here. Now the umpires are gathering together. And we'll try to get a word for this. We're going to turn Twitter on as soon as the throw was being made over to first, again, it just bounced off of the back of Naylor's head. He's okay. He's fine. Naylor didn't even slide, though. I'm like trying to see if we can hear a word from the umpires here. That is going to be ruled as a double play. Wow. They are going to rule it as a double play, and they're going to say interference, I believe, on Naylor. So we're going to go to the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 Seattle. Let's try to get an explanation. So on the play-by-play, let's see. It didn't update just yet. That's terrible for Mike Evans, by the way. Don't think I'm not paying attention. I'm just trying to focus on this because I wanted to see what the call was. So again, I can't tell what the ESPN play-by-play says just yet on what just happened. I'll refresh the page. Let's try it now. Polanco grounds into a double play. Naylor is out at second on base runner's interference. That's what they called it. So it is a 6-3 double play. Crazy. All right. We're going to the bottom of the first inning. George Springer will be batting leadoff. Then it'll be Nathan Lucas, who's batting second. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. third. And fourth will be Alejandro Kirk. Fifth is Dalton Varsho. He's out in center field. Batting sixth, it is Ernie Clement. Batting seventh is Edison Barger. Eighth is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And batting ninth is Andres Jimenez. So again, it's Springer, Lucas, Guerrero Jr., Kirk, Varsho, Clement, Barger, Kiner-Falefa, and Jimenez in the lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays. And on the mound for the Seattle Mariners, it'll be George Kirby. So a bizarre way to end that first inning. Again, Julio Rodriguez doubled. Cal Raleigh struck out. Josh Naylor did get on with an RBI single. And Jorge Polanco grounded into a 6-3 double play, but the double play was because was caused by interference from Josh Naylor on the throw that was made over to first base because he didn't slide. So Kirby is pitching. He's a four-seamer, a slider, a sinker, a curveball as well. After review, Josh Naylor is called out for interference, and the Blue Jays do get out of the inning. Yeah, I see. I saw that Janny Nyman, I hope I said that correctly, just scored for the Seattle Kraken. Here's George Kirby in the first pitch. That's inside for a ball. What's up, Michael? Michael's here. What's up, Michael? Shout out to you, man. One ball, no strikes to George Springer. He's hitting .269 so far in the ALCS. The 1-0 pitch is high for ball two. George Kirby, who is on the mound, right-handed pitcher, 27 years old. He's from Rye, New York. 2-0 pitch. That's a foul ball. Over his last 7 days, he's gone 5 innings. He's given up 2 earned runs. Actually, sorry. He last pitched on Wednesday, October 15th. Gave up 8 earned runs in that game, including 3 home runs. The pitch. That's a foul ball. That was Game 3 of the ALCS. Blue Jays put up 13 runs in that game. Next pitch. That's down in the way for a ball. Standout players. Anybody want to tell me who their standout players are down below? Talk to me. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch, and that misses outside for ball 4, and there's a leadoff walk to start off the bottom of the first inning. How's everybody looking in the chat? How's everybody feeling? How you looking? How you doing? What's going on? Who do you want the Dodgers to play in the World Series? The Mariners or the Blue Jays, or do you not care? Bottom of the first, nobody out. And Lucas is up, and he stares at ball 1. It's been a heck of a series. Lucas, by the way, just transferred out to left field. Oh, wait, excuse me. That is my bad. I was looking at the wrong game. I was going to say he's already in left field. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. That's called a strike on the inside corner. The big dump. Yeah, you want Cal to see a World Series? I feel you, Lou. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards the left field line. Randy is there, and he will make the catch for the first out of the inning. So we got 2 Toronto. So we got 1. We got 2 Seattle fans tonight. I want Seattle to win, but are the Dodgers just inevitable? Can anyone reasonably stand a chance? Well, let me ask you this. I'll put it to you this way. As Vladdy is up, first pitch that he looks at is a fastball at 99. In 2019, did anybody actually believe that the Washington Nationals were going to beat the Houston Astros? Wasn't that like a David going up against Goliath moment? No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. That's in there for strike 2. But I guess you can't really compare that Houston team. But that Houston team was pretty good. That was pretty good. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball based out to left field, and Vladdy gets on with a single, and Springer will stop over at second. So a walk by Springer, a line out to left by Lucas, and a single by Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Vladdy got a fastball right at the waist towards the center of the plate. Just yanked it out to left. Charge! The tying run's over at second, and Alejandro Kirk is stepping up to the plate. In the postseason, Kirk is hitting just .220, but he does have 3 long balls. Bottom of the first, 1 away. The pitch, and that is going to bounce outside and also get away from the catcher, Raleigh. He has to go to his right. The runners will not advance, though. It was not too far away for them to be able to get a good jump. Bounced off the bottom of his mitt and then went out in front of him and spiraled diagonally. And now Cal's going to go out there to have a conversation with Kirby to try to get on the same page. Ridge Runners is here. What's going on, my friend? How are you? Shout out to you for being on here, Ridge Runners. Guys, spread that word. Take down those bots. Take down the illegal streamers, man. Take them down. Let's go, Jays, says Ridge Runners. We got 2 Seattle fans in this chat, and we got 1 Jays fan. We got to even it out. Get some more people on here. Let's go. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Kirk, and that is taken at the knees, but it's called ball 2. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That was a bad call made by the home plate umpire, Quinn Wolcott. I need my Mariners fans to get loud, and I need my Jays fans to be loud, too. 2-0 pitch. That's a strike. That's a sinker. Taken at the knees for strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike. Kirby gets set at the letters. The 2-1 pitch. That's way up high, and the count is now 3-1. On deck is Dalton Varsho. He is the center fielder. I can't believe BG's coming back. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That is called a strike, but that looked like it was outside. And Kirk has some words with the home plate umpire. Actually, when they showed a replay, I think that their pitch tracks was a little bit different because that looked like it was more so of a strike. The payoff pitch on the way. That ball is popped up into foul ground. Naylor gives it a look as his hat comes flying off, and it'll go out of play. And so it is 3 balls and 2 strikes. A 6-pitch AB to Alejandro Kirk. George is 27 years old. He's a right-handed pitcher, 6 feet 4 inches tall, 215 pounds. The payoff pitch, and Kirk fouls that off. He tried to protect there. The pitch was a little bit outside, but he tried to defend. Lions are up 14-0. Boy, oh boy. 7 pitches in this at-bat to Alejandro Kirk. The 8th pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And there is out number 2. Kirby battling through adversity. And able to get a huge punch out there as Dalton Varsho is coming up to the plate for the Jays. Let's go, baby. Charge! Springer still at second, and Vladdy is on at first. Varsho in the box. Red batting gloves for him, left-handed hitter. And he stares right at Kirby. First pitch, here it comes, and he's behind the A-ball, swinging a miss. That was a slider that just tailed inside and low, and Varsho went biting after that. LP is here. He says, let's go Seattle. So we got 3 Seattle fans and 1 Toronto fan in the chat. Let's go. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Past the dive of the second baseman. And the Blue Jays will tie up the knot as Springer comes home to score. 1 run for each team in the first inning in Game 7. Also puts runners at the corners. moving along over at third. And Kirby has to deliver from the stretch again. Here is Ernie Clement as he steps into the box, and this Blue Jays fan base is getting loud. First pitch to Ernie, swing and a miss on a fastball right down Broadway. So Dalton Varsho able to punch a ball up the middle. No balls, one strike to Ernie Clement. The stretch and the pitch, and there's a chopper. It's a foul ball, though, over towards the Blue Jays dugout. How about these 5 through 9 hitters for Toronto? In this series, they have 5 homers and 18 RBI in wins. In losses, they have no homers and only just 2 RBI. That's it. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at the corners, and the 0-2. Fly ball. This one's hit out over towards center field. Rodriguez drifts back towards the track, and he has room, and he'll make the catch, and the inning is over. Toronto does tie it up, though, thanks to an RBI single by Dalton Varsho. And we are knotted up at 1 apiece. And we're going to go to the top of the second inning. Okay. How about Owen Tippett, man? Is that now 5 goals in 6 games? That's insane. That is absolutely insane. James says, I really don't care which team wins as long as one of them does, so the Dodgers have somebody to play. I feel you. It's going to be an all-blue World Series. I'd rather see the Blue Jays versus the Dodgers, says Neil. All right, so we got 2 Blue Jays in the chat. We got 2 Toronto fans for tonight. We have 1 diehard Toronto fan. I'll call Ridge Runners a diehard fan. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Let's go. So we got 2 Toronto fans. We got 4 Seattle fans. Matt is also here. What's up, Matt? How are you? Yes. Love the sound of that. Owen Tippett. That's his 2nd of the game. Love it. Woo! All right. Owen Tippett Hart Trophy year. Dude, I hope so. I hope so. That'd be great. All right, we're going to go to the top of the second. Leading it off, it'll be Randy Arozarena. Eugenio Suarez will be following up after him. And then it'll be J.P. Crawford, who is in the hole currently. We got 8 more innings. 1 normal player could become legendary with an all-star night. He could become a legendary hero. He could be. And hey, you know what? I'll be honest with you. And Blue Jays fans and Mariners fans, you're probably going to hate me for saying this. Don't say it, JJ. Don't say it. I want 18 innings of baseball tonight. I want a good game, man. I do. I want a nice long game. I want everybody to be paying attention to MLB at the end of the night. Screw the NFL for having 2 games. It's all about playoff baseball, baby. Oh, man. Hope that your night's been going well, JJ, because we got a good game going on here. I hope so. I really do. So far, so good. So far, so good, man. But no, I'm selfish, man. I want 18 innings. I want 18 innings. Here's Arozarena as he steps into the box, and the very first pitch is taken for a called strike at the knees. He's just batting 182 in the postseason, and they have slid him down. He was batting leadoff for a while. Tom Murphy said, nope, we're going to slide you down. We're going to put Rodriguez in the leadoff spot. And they've slid him down to 5. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. That's outside for ball 2. JJ wants to see position players pitching tonight. I want to see Wilson Valdez go back out there. I do. I want a Wilson Valdez game 2.0. I agree, but 18 innings might be light. Let's make it 20. Hey, how about 25? 2 balls, 2 strikes. As a matter of fact, we want a triple header, so just go 27 innings. The 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball, and through the hole for a base hit up the middle. And Randy Arozarena gets on with a leadoff single. That thing went under the glove of Andres Jimenez. He just mistimed it a little bit and could not get the glove on it as he tried to dive for it, and it went under his glove. He actually sort of knocked it down with his bare hand. I didn't see that in real time, but slowed it down a little bit. I think he just got there a little bit too early. Regardless, though, he didn't time it well at all. And now it's Eugenio Suarez who is up, and the pitch. And that is taken for a ball. Nice friendly number, clearly. Yes. 1 ball, no strikes to Gino. And the pitch. There's a line drive smacked in the center field for a base hit. It takes about 2 bounces or so in front of Dalton Varsho. And we got 2 base runners here in the top of the second with nobody out. Let's go. Are we doing Sixers versus Celtics on Wednesday? Yes, sir, we are. We got Sixers Celtics Wednesday, World Series Friday, World Series Saturday, Eagles Sunday. Charge! Crawford is in the box. This is J.P. Crawford. And the pitch. And he shows bunt here towards the left side of the mound. And the throw over to first is in time, but the sacrifice is complete. Arozarena goes over to third. And stopping at second is Gino. That is a textbook bunt laid down by J.P. Crawford. He had to force Bieber to get off the mound there. And he put the ball in a very good spot. And up next is Leo Rivas with 1 out and 2 runners in scoring position. 28 pitches for Bieber. Advantage Seattle. The pitch. That's a fastball that is called a strike. And I say that because they're really making them work, even though it's a tie game and they're putting pressure on them. Rivas is 1 for 10 in the series. Therefore, if you do the math, that's equivalent to a 100 average. 0-1 is the count and the pitch. Foul ball. Anybody want to guess how many ALCS Game 7s there have been? Anyone? The balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, top of the second. And the pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that is just what the doctor ordered for Toronto. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Leo Rivas. All right, so I'll put it to you this way as Victor Robles is stepping up to the plate. Okay, there have been a total of 21 LCS games. The last LCS Game 7, I hate to break it to you guys, but it was the Phillies versus the Diamondbacks in 2023. 2 outs in the pitch. There's a chopper hit over towards the mound, and the pitcher, Bieber, is just going to get the easy out over at first for out number 3. And so the toss is in plenty of time, and the Mariners leave 2 runners in scoring position as the inning does come to a close. Okay. So there have been a total of, how many did I say? There have been a total of 21. Did I say 21? Yes, 21 LCS games. But I did ask how many ALCS games. There have also been, this is interesting, this is not the question that I asked, But there have been 61 winner-take-all Game 7s between the World Series and the LCS. Crazy. All right, so let me do the math here. So you got ALCS 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There have been a total of 9 ALCS Game 7s. The first one was Royals and Blue Jays. That was the first one. That's crazy. The second one was in 86, and that was Red Sox and Angels. Red Sox, of course, won. You also had Yankees Red Sox in 03. There was Game 7 of that. That was the Yankees won that 6-5. 04, Red Sox won that 10-3. NLCS also had a Game 7. That was Cardinals and Astros that same year. It was 5-2, St. Louis. 2007 ALCS Game 7, Red Sox versus Cleveland, 11-2. And 2008, I didn't realize that the Rays, I forgot that the Rays had to play a Game 7 against the Red Sox in the ALCS to play us in the World Series. Anybody else remember that? I forgot. 2017 ALCS, Astros beat the Yankees 4-0. 2020, Rays beat the Astros 4-2. And 2023. 2023 was the last ALCS Game 7. That was Rangers versus Astros. Rangers won that game 11-4. The pitch to Addison Barger to start off the bottom of the second, and that is down for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the pitch. That slider is in there for strike 1. So this is the 8th ALCS Game 7 in MLB history. The 1-1 pitch to Barger. He grounds this one over towards the first base line. It is a foul ball, though. And now the count is 1-2. Valerie's here. What's up, Valerie? Hi there, JJ. Greetings from Southern California. Valerie! What's up, Val? Shout out to each and every one of you. Valerie, who are you rooting for tonight? Who are you rooting for? 1 ball, 2 strikes to Barger. And the 1-2 is a slider that misses downstairs for ball 2. Folks, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Spread that word, man. Trying to get Blue Jays and Mariners fans on here. It's Game 7, man. Let's go. Doesn't get any better than this. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over to the shortstop. J.P. Crawford has it on a hop. Throws it over to first. And a good dig out there by Josh Naylor on the backhand for out number 1. So Barger does ground out to short. And he is retired for the first time tonight. One away, bottom of the second. And Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is now up at the plate. He is 4 for 11 in this series. 1 away, bottom of the second. And the pitch is a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. That is a little bit high for ball 1. And out of those 7-game series, how many of those were the home team? Well, I got to do some extra work. I got you. The 1-0 pitch. Line drive. Caught by Naylor. He was playing towards that 4-3 hole, and it was shifted perfectly for out number 2. Close but no cigar for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. That was squared up perfectly, and it was a hot shot hit right over to Josh Naylor. All right, so how many of those were the home team? Well, the Rangers were on the road. We'll figure it out during the break. The pitch, there's a ground ball hit over to the shortstop, Crawford. Backhands it, throws it over to first base, and it's not going to be in time to get the speedster Andres Jimenez out. It was a good try. It's an infield single. And that is the second hit of this ball game for Toronto. Just want to see a great World Series. My Dodgers are already there. Thanks for this. I got you, Val. I got you. Me too, from Southern California, rooting for the Blue Jays. Wendy is back. Let's go. Guess who's back? Back again. The pitch. That is up high and inside for ball one to George Springer. One ball, no strikes to Springer. The stretch and the pitch, and that is inside and high for ball two. All right. I will answer your question, though, during the break, my friend, about how many of them were home teams. But until then, charge! 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. There's a chopper hit over to the third baseman, Suarez. He gets his feet set, fields it on a hop, throws it over to first, and the inning is over. It is done. And we will go on over to the top of the third as the inning is done. 1-1 is your score between the Mariners and the Blue Jays. All right, time to go stat hunting, guys. How many of those teams that won ALCS Game 7 were home teams? Okay, the Rangers versus the Astros. Rangers were not the home team. I don't think so. Oh, wait, is it going to tell me? No. They won't tell us. This is going to be too hard to figure out. And how many of the winners were the home team? According to Gemini, and again, don't quote me on this, Gemini says that there have been 10 ALCS games, Game 7s in history, which is actually wrong. Six of them were won by the home team. It keeps saying 10. Then the MLB website lied to me. But then let me go back. Wait, hold up. Let me do this again. How many NLCS Game 7s have there been? Yeah, this is wrong. That is wrong. Crazy. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. That wasn't good. No, I was a little bit distracted there. That's all right, JJ. I was just curious. Should we ask ChatGPT? Because I would really like to know the answer to this. I want to provide an answer. I need to know. I need to know these things. How many ALCS Game 7s have there been? Which were they? ChatGPT says that there have been that there have been 13 ALCS Game 7s. But that's also wrong. They don't know. No balls, 1 strike to Julio Rodriguez as we are in the top of the 3rd. We'll say 4. No balls, 1 strike. All right. It is an 0-1 count. He's getting checked out by the trainer because he fouled a pitch off of his ankle. Vladdy Jr. pulled up to ALCS Game 7 in a Maple Leafs jersey today. Here's something interesting, though, according to Jason Stark. You ready for this? As the 0-1 is swung on and missed. 5 hours ago, he posted this. How did the last 3 teams go down 3-2, do in Game 7 after winning Game 6? The 2023 Rangers won the ALCS. The 2023 Diamondbacks won the NLCS. And the 2019 Nationals, they won the World Series. Those 3 teams all won Game 6 and Game 7 on the road. Just wanted to throw that out there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Julio Rodriguez. Top of the 3rd, 1-1 is your score. And the next pitch is down in the way for ball 2. Josh Naylor had an RBI single in the top of the 1st, and Dalton Varsho tied it up with an RBI single in the bottom of the 1st. Right now we're in the 3rd inning. The 2-2 pitch to Rodriguez. He grounds one towards the third base side. Third baseman has it on a bounce, throws it over to first, but it is a foul ball. Couldn't see what the ruling was. It is a foul ball. Flyers are whipping the Seattle hockey team. Oh, the Kraken. The Kraken. Ugh, excuse me. Sorry about that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 3rd, and there is nobody out. So far, 7 hits in this game. 1 run scored by each team. The 2-2 pitch. Chopper. That's fouled towards the left side. Bieber's pitch count is at 38 pitches. End of the 2nd period. 2-2 pitch. And there's a high fly ball. This one's hit out to deep left field. It has a chance, and that ball is crushed. Oh, my goodness. Julio Rodriguez just puts the Mariners up 2-1 in Game 7 of the ALCS. It's a big moment for the 24-year-old. Raleigh, and on the very first pitch, he taps one towards the first base side. Guerrero Jr. cuts off the second baseman and makes the underhanded throw over to the pitcher who has to go cover first for out number 1. That was a beauty of a swing by J-Rod. So 3-1 on the putout there. And up next is Josh Naylor. A big-time go-ahead shot by Julio Rodriguez. He now is in the postseason. He has homered 4 times. Naylor hits a rocket out to right field, but that's going to be caught by Addison Barger for out number 2. And Jorge Polanco is up next. Statcast said that went 423 feet. Wow. It did. Polanco steps up to the plate, batting on the left side, and he stares at a knuckle curve that is low for a ball. So 2 extra base hits for Julio, a double and a solo home run. And he has scored both runs today for Seattle. 2 balls, no strikes. Wonder how long Bieber's going to last. The 2-0 pitch. That changeup is in there for strike 1. All right, let's go, chat. The 2-1 pitch. Chopper, and that's a foul ball towards the first base side. Dude, it is packed out in Toronto. It is like there's not one seat empty. Not one. Next pitch. That's outside for ball 3. Rosarina is up next. Polanco grounded into a 6-3 double play his last time up. And the payoff pitch, that ball is fouled away. Three balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the 3rd. The payoff pitch to Polanco. That ball's grounded up the middle, and Polanco gets on with his first hit of the night. That just skipped right over towards that hole. And Polanco places it in a perfect spot. He gets on with a 2-out single. Hey, JJ, what was your reaction to seeing Shane Victorino's grand slam in the 2013 ALCS? Honestly, at that point, you know, I was the type of guy that I really followed a lot of the Phillies. I really followed the Phillies a lot. So I wasn't really, like, keeping up as much with the league. But when I did see that, though, I was happy for him. I didn't feel sad. I felt happy for him. I was like, there's one of us. He will always be one of us. No balls, 1 strike to a Rosarina, and the pitch, and that is up high for a ball. You have to understand, like, when I was watching baseball when I was young, like, I just enjoyed it. I didn't really critique anything, you know, like, I wasn't really into, like, questioning the game. Like, I watched it for, like, what it was. I hope that makes sense. Like, I just enjoyed the product. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch. And that's a slider that's in there for strike 2. I mean, like, I can remember complaining, like, oh, wait, that was a bad call. But, like, I wasn't looking at social media or, you know, I wasn't always watching the game with, like, a group of friends. I hope that makes sense. 1-2 pitch. That misses outside and low for ball 2. So, like, my view now would be different if I was watching, because it's a different era, and I feel like I'm more in line with what's going on in baseball. And I like critiquing the game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A Rosarina went chasing after that pitch, low and away, and Bieber does get out of the inning. But Rodriguez does send one out to deep left field to give the Mariners a 2-1 lead. And we'll be back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Oh, man. What's going on, chat? Hopefully you're all doing well. Hit that subscribe button. Apparently Jahmyr Gibbs just got himself another touchdown. Dude, that's wild. He has a monster game. It's great. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icons, folks. Let's go. We are 1,900 subs away from 10K, baby. The pitch. That is outside for ball one. It is 1 ball and no strikes to Nathan Lukes. It was 0 for 1. He flied out in the first. He's batting .333 during the postseason so far. Haley is also here. What's up, Haley? How are you? Haley's going to be like, can I get a bell? And I'm going to say, of course you can. Of course you can get a bell. Hello, Haley. 2 balls, no strikes. Hopefully I read your mind. If not, you still get a bell anyways. 2-0 is the count. And the 2-0 pitch. That sinker is taken right down the hatch for strike 1. George Kirby is pitching. He has 39 pitches. And the guy that's up to bat, that's Nathan Lucas, who lined out to left, his first time up. The 2-1 pitch on the way is swinging a miss on a fastball again down the middle. That time it was at 97. The scoring looks like this. Josh Naylor had an RBI single in the top of the first. Dalton Varsho tied it up in the bottom of the first, made it a 1-1 ball game. He had an RBI single there. And Julio Rodriguez just gave the Mariners the lead in the top of the third on a solo home run that went 423 feet. By the way, it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Lucas. On deck is Vladdy Guerrero Jr. The 2-2 pitch. And that's a foul ball. Haley, who you rooting for? Who are you rooting for tonight? You going with Toronto or Seattle? Or is it 50-50? Two balls, 2 strikes. I just want this game to go 18 innings. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Struck him out, swing and a miss. And there's the first out of the third inning. We got Texans and Seahawks tonight at 10 o'clock. We're not covering the game, but that'll be fun. Enjoying a good Game 7, yeah. Here's Vladdy, and on the very first pitch, he slices one out over towards shallow right field. The second baseman's there, though, in the alleyway, and he'll make the catch. Had to call off the right fielder, Canzone. Robles, that is. So there's now 2 outs. I like both teams, Haley says. They're good in different ways. But one of them has to win, Haley. Whoever wins tonight, I want to win out. First, I almost misread that. I thought you said whoever wins tonight, I want out. But no, that makes sense. The ball is 1 strike to Alejandro Kirk. Fouled off the first pitch. And on the second pitch, he swings and misses at that. You know, George Kirby's throwing a lot of sinkers down the middle. And he's getting a lot of swing and misses at that sinker. It's working. 0-2. That slider is way out of the zone for ball 1. Oh, by the way, guys, I have to update you on something. The 1-2 pitch, line drive, caught over at shortstop by J.P. Crawford. The inning is over, and the side is retired. And we're going to go to the 4th inning. 2-1 Seattle. So, I don't know if you guys heard this before, but I got a little bit of grease or something. I have no idea what it was or like where it came from. But I got a little bit on my scorecard. And by a little bit, I mean it only fills up the first batter in the bottom in the 3rd inning. So that's George Springer's spot. I couldn't get it out, and I was praying that I wouldn't have to write in that spot in that 3rd inning. So George Springer batted in the 2nd inning and he grounded out to third base. So I want to make sure that I thank Andres Jimenez for getting on with that infield single, so that way I didn't have to write anything under George Springer's at bat for that third inning, because I would have never known what it said. So, shout out to Andres Jimenez, man. Shout out to Jimenez for getting on base, because there were 2 outs at that time. Oh, man. He's a real one. That was funny. That was funny. We avoided something bad. I do keep score, for those of you that are wondering. Yes, I do keep score. I do it by hand. Ned says, I'd love for Seattle to win and get their first World Series ever. How are you doing, JJ? Ned, I'm doing very well. Thanks so much for asking. I wasn't really feeling so well yesterday. I don't know. I was really stuffy. I feel more so like my normal self today. We had a nice day. It's good to be on here, as always. But yes, it's good. My grandmother's rolling over in her grave. You messed up your scorecard. Oh, man. It's just like, it's just this orange. I don't know how it got there. I have no clue. And it does bother me. But I did avoid that. So it was good. We didn't have to worry about that. I don't know how I would have done it. Grandmother's rolling in her grave. Tell her I apologize. I mean, if that was the Phillies, though, then then we have a different story. We do. We have a different story if that was the case. That would not have been good. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch, and that's taken for ball 2. That was to Eugenio Suarez. What's up, hardcore? See that the Flyers are in their intermission, right? Oh, no, they're not. They're in the third period. It's 5-2. I was going to say, wait, what am I smoking? 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the 4th. And the 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Two balls, 2 strikes. Varland is warming up in the Blue Jays bullpen, and Shane Bieber's night is most likely done. Bieber's pitch count is at 58. The pitch to Suarez, swing and a miss, and there's the first out of the 4th inning. Bieber is pitching. I meant to say that if Bieber were to get into a little bit of a jam. There we go. Top of the 4th, 1 away. The pitch. That's outside for a ball. Stay off that stuff. Stephen A's line. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 4th. And 1 away. J.P. Crawford in the box. The 1-1 pitch. That is low for ball 2. Lions have a 21-9 lead against the Buccaneers. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was in the dirt and also inside. According to Just Baseball, Julio Rodriguez is the first player aged 24 or younger to have at least 2 hits and 1 homer in a Game 7 since Brandon Belt did it in 2012. The next pitch, that is a foul ball. We'll play a little game after this. Who wants a game? We're already watching a game, JJ. Well, let's play one when we go to an inning break. The 2-2 pitch is down and in for ball 3. Lions are crushing them. Squish them. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Line drive. Hit out to left field. That's going to go all the way over towards the wall. And J.P. Crawford will get on with a 1-out double down the left field line. So Crawford is now in scoring position. And up to bat is Rivas. Dude, the way that he actually stuck with that pitch and just launched it out to left, pretty cool. Charge! That wasn't as good either. We'll get back there. Rivas takes pitch number 1. That was a changeup. That was outside for a ball. Toronto's money line right now is at plus 140. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away, top of the 4th. There's a knuckle curve that's thrown in the zone for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It was on a changeup. It's funny. You know, Scott Servais gets laid off from the Seattle job a couple years ago, and now the Twins are interested in hiring him. And the report came out today. Wonder if there's a coincidence there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there's the 2nd out of the inning. 5 strikeouts for Bieber. Let's go. Kevin, are you sure it's not the top of the 3rd period? It's actually the top of the shootout. Victor Robles comes on up. And the pitch, swing and a miss. It always cracks me up with the sports scores bot because it always says final overtime. So I'm always thinking, well, like, why don't they have, like, top of overtime? You know? The ball is 1 strike. The pitch, and that's outside. It's the middle of the 3rd quarter. 1 ball, 1 strike to Victor Robles. The stretch and the pitch. And that is low for ball 2. Mariners trying to add on to their lead. Victor tonight, he is 0 for 1. Grounded out to the pitcher. Seattle leads at 2-1. Top of the 4th. And Crawford's at 2nd. The toss back to 2nd. And that is not in time. I'm messing with everyone. That was funny. 72 pitches for Bieber. 2-1 pitch. That is called ball 3. And that looked like it was a strike. And John Schneider is chirping in the dugout. And Bieber's like, what? Come on. It was low. It was a little bit low. Got it right. The 3-1 pitch. That is high for ball 4. And so a 2-out walk issued by Bieber. And he laughs. And John Schneider's going to go out there. And I think that that's going to be it for Shane Bieber. We'll see. So 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. I was thinking, is Schneider just going to go out there to go talk to the umpire, or is he actually going to take him out? So Robles does walk, and coming up to the plate is Julio Rodriguez. when we return from the break. All right, here we go. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question, and I really want to hear what your answers are. So, Julio Rodriguez became the third youngest player with multiple extra base hits in a Game 7. I want you to name me the other two. Now, one of them, this is the kicker here. This is the hint. One of them played in the 2007 ALCS. The other one played in the 1991 NLCS. This is a tough one. This might not be a good one. But I want to see if you can get it. Youngest players with multiple extra base hits in a Game 7. One of them played in the 1991 NLCS. The other one played in the 2007 ALCS. Youngest players with multiple extra base hits in a Game 7. So Julio Rodriguez is 24 years old. Name me the two. Betts did not play in 07, so that is incorrect. One of them played in 1991 in the NLCS. The NLCS in 1991, what was that? I should know. The 1991 NLCS. That was the Pirates and the Braves. Was it Goldschmidt? Nope. It was not Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt did not play in 07 or 91. Lewis Varland is on the mound. Keep guessing, and then we'll let you know the answers when we're out of the inning. Rodriguez is up, and on the very first pitch, swing and a miss. The youngest players with multiple extra base hits in a Game 7. One of them played in the 2007 ALCS. The other one played in the 1991 NLCS. No balls, one strike. The 0-1. That is down for a ball. Fire away with the guesses. And then I'll read them when we go to the bottom of the fourth. I'll tell you this, David Justice is not correct, but that's a good one. 1-1 pitch, ground ball, hit over to the third baseman, Clement, and the throw over to first is in time, and it's time to go to the bottom of the fourth inning. All right, 2-1 is your score. McCain, nope. Justice is not correct. Goldschmidt, nope. Freeman, none of them played in 07. Nope. Freeman, I think his rookie year was 2009 or 2010. It's not, no. All right. Ron Gantz, nope. All right. Fred McGriff, no. This is actually fun. McCutchen. It's a good guess. McCutchen played for the Pirates in 07. He's not in the league anymore. All right. Let's go. Rollins. Otis Nixon. No. Youngest players with multiple extra base hits in a Game 7. In 1991, in the NLCS, the youngest player with multiple extra base hits was not Brian McCann, but it was a guy named Brian Hunter, if you remember Brian Hunter. in the 1991 NLCS. He was 23 years old. In the 2007 ALCS, remember Boston played against Cleveland that year, so you guys probably remember he was an all-star second baseman. His name was Dustin Pedroia. He was 24 years old. And in 2025, Julio Rodriguez, who is also 24, became the third youngest player in Game 7 of the ALCS, or of the LCS, to get multiple extra base hits. Dustin Pedroia and Brian Hunter were the other two. Brian Hunter. What the heck happened to Brian Hunter? Brian Hunter. Hunter actually played with the Phillies. Brian Hunter played with the Braves from 91 to 93. Played with the Pirates in 94. The Mariners in 96. Then he came back to the Braves in 1999 and 2000. Also played with the Cardinals in 98. And then he was last seen as a Philly in 2000. He's currently a scout for the Braves. Huh. Bottom of the fourth. No balls. One strike. And the pitch. And that is a sinker that is inside for ball one. That question, by the way, was in honor of Sarah Langs. You're going to say Dustin Pedroia next? One ball, one strike. The pitch, swing and a miss. Dude, Dustin Pedroia is going to go down to me as like a big what if. You know, if he stayed healthy, man, Dustin Pedroia would have been absolutely something. One ball, two strikes to Dalton Varsho. And the pitch. That is a fastball that's taken up high for ball two. That was fun. That was a toughie. Two balls, two strikes. George Kirby on the mound. The 2-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. Alex is here. What's up, Alex? It is 2-1 Mariners. Varsho is in the box. Kirk ended the third inning on a line out over to short. Two balls, two strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. George Kirby just gets himself a strikeout to start off the bottom of the fourth inning. That is strikeout number 3. All right, so let's catch everybody up in the chats. All right, so Kirby has gone 3 1/3. He's given up 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and he has struck out 3. Up to bat is Ernie Clement with a red bat and red batting gloves. First pitch, and that's low for a ball. Bieber lasted 3 2/3, gave up 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 5 batters. Here's the 1-0 that's off the plate. As far as the offense goes for tonight's game, Josh Naylor started things off with an RBI single in the top of the first. And then Dalton Varsho tied it up in the bottom of the first with an RBI single for Toronto. 2-0 pitch to Clement. That's in there for a strike. In the top of the third inning, Julio Rodriguez did hit a solo home run to give Seattle the lead back. And that's where we stand right now in the bottom of the fourth. 2-1 as outside for ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. That ball is popped up and hit out over towards shallow right field. Who's going to get there? Well, it'll be Rivas, the second baseman, for out number 2. Justin Bieber. Dude, Baby has been stuck in my head today. I don't know why. I don't know why. The song came out when I was in middle school. And I didn't like it then, but got a lot. I can't lie. Now that I'm older, it's a catchy song, man. No balls, one strike to Addison Barger. I heard it the other day. I forget where I was at. The 0-1. That is just inside for ball one. That was a fastball at 98 miles per hour. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a slider at 89 miles per hour. Ten hits and 3 runs scored combined in this game. Hit that thumbs up button, folks, and subscribe to the channel. The 1-2. Inside for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch. Ground ball, base hit out to right field. And there is a 2-out single for Toronto. Addison Barger gets on, and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is going to be coming on up to the plate for the Jays. So the Flyers have a new era of jerseys and their logo. I don't know. I like the orange and the black. I do. I hope that they don't change colors like what the Phillies did. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Kiner-Falefa is up, and the pitch, ground ball, hit back up the middle. Second baseman has it, takes it to the bag for the easy out. And an unassisted fielder's choice is what ends the inning. And we're going to go to the 5th frame. 2-1 Mariners. We'll step aside. Be right back. All right, here we go. No balls, one strike to Cal Raleigh. Swung on and missed the first pitch. Varland is still pitching, and Raleigh sends one out to deep right field. That ball's going back towards the track. See you later. Goodbye. Out to the visitors' bullpen it goes, and Cal joins the party in Game 7. Give him the Trident Rodriguez. Pass the baton. An absolute silencer here at the Rogers Center. And here's the pitch to Naylor, and he flies one out to center field. This will stay in the ballpark, and the catch will be made by Dalton Varsho. Cal Raleigh just sent one out to right field, batting on the left side of the plate and just able to just absolutely murder that baseball. What a swing by Cal. Dennis is here. What's up, Dennis? How are you? That's now 65 homers on the season for Cal. Wow. The ball is one strike. Jorge Polanco is up. That thing went 381 feet. In case you're wondering what the distance was. 0-1 is the count. And here's a changeup that misses down and in for a ball. Here, I was thinking the Blue Jays could beat the Dodgers. Well, they got to win this game first. Got to win this game first. The 1-1 pitch. And that ball was smacked over towards the first base side. Guerrero Jr. played it on a hop, almost bobbled it for a second. And then he got control of it, and he ran over to first, had to sprint there, and got to the bag with ease for out number 2. Okay. Let's see the C versus LA. A battle of the West Coast. Raleigh is now tied with Mark McGwire for the 5th most homers in a season. A Rosarina takes strike 1. No balls, one strike. The windup and the pitch. That's a foul ball. Varland, who is on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays, 11 pitches, 9 strikes. Here's the 0-2. That's a foul ball. That is his 4th homer that he has allowed in the postseason. Raul is here. What's up, Raul? How are you? Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe to the channel as well. Brian Wu is warming up in the Seattle bullpen. Here's the 0-2. That ball is popped up out towards medium depth center field. The catch will be made. The inning is over. And Cal Raleigh is able to extend the lead on a solo home run. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th. Okay, before I forget, I need to make sure I do this. And I would do it right now. Okay. After this game is done, I will redirect you. And it's been hard to find redirects. But I will redirect you over to Rising Rhino's stream. Rhino is doing the Texans game after this is done. So let me find the Rhino. Again, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I'm really happy to see you guys on here. Shout out to you. You guys are absolutely awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. And yeah, it's been a heck of a week. It's been a heck of a year, period, really. On our way to the top, baby. All right. So we will have... I will redirect you over to Rising Rhino stream. I want to make sure that I have the redirect open, and I'm doing that right now. I'm doing it now. Okay. Content. Live. Dennis's highlights. Cool. Very nice. So you don't even have to move. Don't even have to move. You can just stay here, and it'll just redirect you to the rest of that Houston Texans game. And we will shout him out and go say hi to him. Customization. Of course, my friend. Of course. We do like an old school radio play-by-play style on here. And again, sorry I'm not like as talkative right now. I'm just trying to get the redirect all set up before I forget. There we go. Good. Got it. It's there. This is game 7. Good. All right. Great. So George Kirby's night is done. Ends up going 4 innings. Gives up a total of, how many hits? 3? 3 strikeouts. 4 innings, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, 1 earned run, and 1 walk. That's it. Rodriguez and Raleigh, 3 for 6 today combined with 3 runs scored and 2 solo homers. Cranford is here. What is going on? Oh, we messed up. Woo, the other night. Here's hoping we do it again. Let's go. Shout to you over on the Twitch side of things. Here's a 4-seam fastball that misses down and in for a ball. Here's Brian Wu. Last pitched in ALCS Game 5. Went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, and did allow an earned run. The 1-0 pitch. That misses inside for ball 2. Again, we're in the bottom of the 5th here, out at the Rogers Center. The 2-0 pitch. Inside for ball 3. It's been a great year for both teams. We didn't make it to the NLCS. Can't wait for next season, says Ned. Yeah, man. Hopefully we get back next year. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 pitch. That's a fastball. That is in there at the knees for a strike. The 3-1 pitch. Inside for ball 4. And that is a leadoff walk to start off the bottom of the 5th inning. All right, it is rally time for the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays fans, where you at? Mariners fans, where you at? Here comes George Springer. Charge! Bottom of the 5th. Springer's the tying run. The pitch to George. Foul ball. I feel you, Jose. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That 4-seamer was outside at 97, but Springer took a hack at it anyways. Wu during the regular season went 15-7, had a 2.94 ERA and 198 strikeouts. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and there is his 200th strikeout of the season. There we go. So George Springer is down on strikes, and the first out of the 5th inning is recorded. Larry is here. What's up, Larry? 3-1 Seattle, bottom of the 5th, 1 away, and the pitch. And that is a foul ball. No balls, 1 strike, bottom of the 5th, and 1 out. Lucas in the box, and the 0-1 is outside and high for a ball. Julio Rodriguez and Cal Raleigh, according to Sarah Langs, with the 3rd and 4th homers in a winner-take-all game in Mariners postseason history, just joined Joey Cora and Ken Griffey Jr., who last did that in 1995 at the ALDS Game 5. The pitch, ground ball, hit over towards the shortstop Crawford. That's at the second, there's 1. The throw to first, there's 2. A double play. And we will go to the top of the 6th inning. The Mariners do lead it 3-1. And we will see you soon. I am actually not going anywhere. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Larry, hope you're doing well, man. I'm sorry with everything that's going on, but I'm really happy that you're here. Let's go, chat. Let's go. All right, it's time to go to the 6th. Get amped up. 3-1 Mariners. We'll catch everybody up right now. So here is how this game has gone. George Kirby, 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk. He threw a total of 65 pitches, and he struck out just 3 batters. Shane Bieber, he was the starter for the Blue Jays. He only lasted 3 2/3. He gave up 7 hits. He allowed 2 earned runs, also did surrender a walk, and punched out 5 batters on a total of 74 pitches. Offensively speaking, Josh Naylor had an RBI single in the top of the 1st, and Dalton Varsho tied it back with an RBI single in the bottom of the 1st. And that made it a 1-1 game at the time. In the top of the 3rd, Julio Rodriguez hit a solo bomb out to left field. It went 423 feet. And Cal Raleigh ended up hitting a solo homer in the top of the 5th. And that went 381 feet. Jays are done. The Jays are done. Season's over. Goodbye. Only down by 2. In a Game 7, it's done. That's it. That's it. It's over. It's done. We're going to the top of the 6th. Well, maybe if you look at the last 2 games, the home team has won by a score of 6-2. So the Mariners won 6-2 in Game 5, and the Blue Jays won 6-2 in Game 6. Could it be possible that the Mariners win 6-2 here in Game 7? Is there a possibility of that? Just saying. Here comes Gino, and the first pitch, and that is up high for a ball. Sir Anthony Dominguez, the former Philly, is out there. Oh, my goodness. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch to Suarez. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow left center field. That's going to be caught for out number 1. And there's 1 away in the top of the 6th. So Sir Anthony Dominguez, how's he done in the playoffs so far? Let's double check that. Sir Anthony in this playoffs has gone 5 2/3. He gave up a homer in his last outing, 2 earned runs. The pitch. There's a line drive knocked down by the second baseman, and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa goes to chase after it, throws it over to first, and there is out number 2. Dominguez this year, guys, had a 3.16 ERA. In 62 and 2/3 of an inning, he struck out 79 batters this year. Guess what his ERA was in his last year with the Phillies? 4.75. This year he had a 3.16 ERA. No balls, 1 strike. Top of the 6th. 2 away. Rivas is in the box. And the 0-1 to him, it's down and in for a ball. By the way, I don't even know if I gave that call of J.P. Crawford's ground ball that he fielded justice, because when he went over to second base, he had to jump and throw that thing just to avoid a collision. Or just to get out of the way. He made an excellent play. 2 balls, 1 strike in the pitch. That ball is popped up over towards the third base side in foul territory, and the catch will be made by Ernie for the 3rd out of the inning. So Sir Anthony does get himself a 1-2-3 inning, and Vladdy will lead off the bottom of the 6th. Again, it's 3-1, Seattle. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to tell your friends. I know a lot of don't forget things. Don't forget that it is play-by-play with JJ. That is the name of the channel. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. Who will play the Dodgers? Who will play the Dodgers? Give me answers down below, baby. Answers. Who will play the Dodgers? Mariners or Jays? Type them out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Wish he could have pitched like that for us. Anytime he came in, it was a nail biter. I know. Isn't that crazy? Larry says, I blame Rob. If the Blue Jays hit a grand slam, this would make it a fun game. Oh, it's already a fun game. At least I'm having fun. I'm having a blast. Who is gonna win? Win, win, win. All we do is win, 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 no matter what. I hope Seattle. I hope Seattle, says Lou. Say it confidently. Toronto Blue Jays, let's go. I'm gonna go with the Jays. I'm gonna go with the Mariners. I'm gonna go with neither. Just kidding. Seattle, 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 Toronto, Toronto, Seattle, Mariners, Mariners, Blue Jays over on Twitch. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Not the Phillies, says Kevin. That is correct. Good job. Good for you for saying that. That was smart. I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it. Say it with your chest, Lou. It reminds me of the SpongeBob episode where he's like, or Patrick's like louder, and then SpongeBob's like, I'm ugly and I'm proud. Let's go. Seattle wins it all. Seattle wins it all. Cha-ching. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. That does mean a lot to me. If you guys do like this commentary, please hit that thumbs up button, and please subscribe to the channel as well. 3-1 Mariners. Woo versus Guerrero. We'll see who wins this battle once it starts. How about this? Vladdy batting .463 in the postseason with a 1.507 OPS. Are those video game numbers? Because they surely look like it. The pitch, that's down for a ball. 6 homers and 12 RBI. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 to Vladdy. And that's called a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here we go, baby. Let's go. Charge! Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That pitch was down and in. Brian Wu decided to go with a slider there. Vladdy steps out of the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A nail-biter here in Toronto. Wu comes set, kicks, fires, and that's down and away for ball 2. Thank you so much. I feel a dinger, JJ. Mark my chat. You're usually right when you say that. You're usually right. Could you be wrong? The 2-2 pitch. And that's a foul ball. I'm hoping that you're not wrong. I feel it coming. Anybody like The Weeknd? The singer? The Weeknd? 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 to Vladdy. Another foul ball. This time it's chopped over towards the third base side. Up next is Alejandro Kirk. It's been a 6-pitch at-bat to Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who is 26 years old. The 2-2 pitch, and that ball is fouled yet again. In the postseason, Vladdy has had 6 multi-hit games. 6. And he's played in the total of 11. Next pitch. That is a foul ball. Eight pitches in this at-bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Oh, he got him fooled on a sweeper that was outside and low. And Brian Wu does pump his fist. And that is a big first out in the 6th inning. Wow. He got him to chase. This fan base not happy about that. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Up to bat is Kirk, who is 0 for 2 with a line out and a strikeout. And he is in front of the count already, as the pitch was inside. 1 ball, no strikes. I cannot believe Vladdy chased after that. Thing went into the dirt right away. 1-0 pitch to Kirk, and he lines it foul. It was a sinker at 96 miles per hour. Aaron Neesmith has agreed to a 2-year, $40.4 million extension with the Pacers. What? That's a lot of money for him. Wow. The 1-1 pitch. That is in the dirt for ball 2. And that makes it now 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 offering to Kirk. There's a fly ball hit out to shallow center field. That'll get down for a base hit, and the tying run is coming up to the plate. It'll be Dalton Varsho's up. Kirk got it off the end of the bat. Was able to just slice it out to center field. Again, it's 3-1 Seattle. The Blue Jays have 5 hits and have only manufactured 1 run. A big spot here for Dalton. He did have that RBI single in the bottom of the first to tie it up then. Gabe Spire is warming up in the Mariners bullpen. Bottom of the 6th, 1 away. Woo, comes set and deals, and that pitch is down and in. Way inside. 1 ball, no strikes. On deck is Ernie Clement, who has just also been lighting it up in the playoffs. He's been the Robin of this series, or of the playoffs, I'd say, for the Blue Jays. 1-0 pitch, fly ball, hit out over towards right field, and it was hit sharply, but Robles is there, and he makes the catch. A line out to right, and there's 2 away. Ernie Clement is coming on up to the plate. And Varsho has really made some solid contact today, really. That's the second time that he just drilled a pitch, and they're not going to tell you what the exit velo was on that, but it was lined pretty sharply. Bottom of the 6th, 2 away. And the pitch to Clement. That's a fastball that is a little bit low for ball 1. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, folks. We've only gotten 1 today. Let's try to get a couple more. 1 ball, no strikes in the pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop, and Crawford makes the easy flip over to second base, and the inning is over. We're going to the 7th inning in Game 7 of the ALCS, and Seattle has a 3-1 lead. Let's go. Pacers lock in one of their best defenders after a playoff run in which Neesmith started all 23 games on the run to the finals, and he shot 49.2% on three-point shots, the best of any player in a single postseason with at least 100 threes attempted in NBA history. That was per ESPN research. That's still a lot of money, man. That is still a lot of money. It is. Ay. All right. Let's check the scores around both the NFL and the NHL. The Lions, they lead at 24-9 against the Buccaneers. There are 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. Detroit does have the football. Ready to give it back, though, to Tampa Bay. The Texans and the Seahawks are underway. That is in the 1st quarter. So I believe by the time the first half is done, or close to an end, that's probably when this game will wrap up. And after that, after this game is done, I am sending you over to Rising Rhinos channel. I am doing that. What else do we have? We have the NHL. They're playing games right now. Right, the Flyers, they ended up winning by a score of 5-2 against the Seattle Kraken. They put up a great game today. It's awesome to see. Forster and Tippett each had 2 goals. Love to see that. The Wild, they beat the New York Rangers by a score of 3-1. It was tied 1-1 going into the 3rd period. Hurricanes and Golden Knights are in the 1st period. They just got started. The Jets and the Flames are also underway with they actually have 2:39 left to go in the 1st period there, no score. The Canadiens and the Sabres is 3-2 Montreal with 3 minutes left in that 3rd period. Did I say 1st quarter? I meant to say period. Sorry. My apologies. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe. It is free. Subscribing is free. We have 71 likes. That's more than what we had yesterday. Let's try to get to 100. Let's try to get to 100. All right, we're going to start off the top of the 7th. Victor Robles comes up, and the pitch is down and in for a ball. Kevin Gausman is out there to pitch for the Jays. Remember, World Series Game 1 will be on Friday. 1 ball, no strikes to Victor Robles. The pitch, a slider that's fouled off. I did not get that from you. I was just not focusing. It is hard when you're talking for so long on here. Sometimes you don't know what you're saying, and it's so easy to lose track of your train of thought. It is. In all seriousness. 2 balls, 1 strike, but you got to be careful some of the time when that does happen. 2-1. That's a fastball that's taken right down the hatch for strike 2. This is Kevin Gausman's first relief appearance as a Blue Jay. The 2-2 pitch. Fly ball, hooking foul, and out of play it goes. Two balls, 2 strikes to Victor Robles. And the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away yet again. Nessus, you do a great job, JJ. Keep up the great work. I really appreciate that. I do. I do. The 2-2 pitch. Did he lay off Robles? Yes, he did. He did not check his swing there. Again, it's 3-1 Seattle. The series is tied 3-3. We are in Game 7. We talked about it before. There have been 21 LCS Game 7s. And this is number 22. The 3-2 pitch. Down for ball 4. And there's a leadoff walk to start off the top of the 7th. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Raleigh has 4 homers in this series. Rodriguez, he has 3, and he is coming up to the plate. Gausman comes set and deals and fires a fastball down the hatch at 94 miles per hour. My train of thought is still boarding at the station. Let me know when it gets there. 0-1 pitch, ground ball, hit over the shortstop. This should be 2. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw to first, there's the double play. 6-4-3, and 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Much needed double play there for Toronto as Cal Raleigh comes on up to the plate with the bases empty. You got me. You got me there. Got him. Chris Bassett is now getting loosened up for the Toronto Blue Jays. They will intentionally walk Cal and take their chances on Josh Naylor. And to be honest with you, I don't know what the stats say in regards to how he's done against Gausman, but Naylor, he's batting .417 in this series. So you're picking your poison here. And Gausman is a righty. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the 7th, 2 away. The 1-0 at 4-seamer is down for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. That splitter misses for ball 3. If you're Tom Murphy, do you just put up the four fingers and intentionally walk them? Gosman kicks, steals, and he does. The pitch was way outside for ball 4. And so, there's 2 runners on. And we will have a timeout taken on the mound here. We'll see what goes on. Josh Naylor is over at first. And at second base, it is Cal Raleigh. Up to bat is Jorge Polanco here. Again in the big spots. Top of the 7th, 2 gone. And 2 base runners on base. And Polanco in another big spot, only hitting .240 in this series. His last RBI was in Game 2. 2 outs, top of the 7th, 3-1 Mariners, who are trying to add on to their lead. Gosman kicks, delivers, and it's down for ball 1. Mariners are 1 for 6 tonight with runners in scoring position. Meanwhile, Toronto, they're just 1 for 3. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the 1-0. That's called a strike. It looked a little bit low, if I'm being honest. But it is 1 ball, 1 strike in the eyes of Quinn Wolcott. That was low. Gosman delivers from the stretch. And that was in the same spot. It was just a little bit more towards the outside corner. And it's 2-1. Two minutes to go in the 4th quarter. It's probably going to be an easy finish. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a splitter. And now the count is 2-2. Two outs here, top of the 7th. Rally towels waving out in Toronto. Two balls, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch. Ground ball towards the right side. Second baseman Kiner Falefa picks it up, throws it over to first, and we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll take a quick step aside and be right back. Don't go anywhere. It's time to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Out at the Rogers Center, Addison Barger is up, and Brian Wu is still pitching. First pitch, way inside for ball 1 to Addison Barger. So, of course, the winner will play the Dodgers in the World Series. Game 1 will be on Friday night, October 24th. 1-0 pitch, foul ball, and out of play it goes. Bizzardo is warming up in the pen. If the Blue Jays find a way to win, the Dodgers would have to play games 1 and 2 in Toronto. If the Mariners win, games 1 and 2 will be in LA. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch, and that is down for ball 3. So it's now 3 balls and 1 strike to Addison Barger. 32 pitches for Wu. The 3-1 offering, and that is inside for ball 4, and there's another leadoff walk. This time it's in the bottom of the 7th. All right, let's go. Let's go. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa will step on up to the plate. Here's the first pitch to Isaiah. He takes it for a strike. Raleigh gets into a standing position, and no throw is made. No balls and 1 strike. Where are you at, Chet? Charge! Hopefully that woke Larry up. The 0-1 pitch. It's a foul ball towards the left side. Hopefully that woke the nurses up right where he is. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th. Nobody out. 0-2 pitch. There's a ground ball back up the middle for a base hit, and the tying run is now over at first base. It is now rally time. 2 base runners to start off the bottom of the 7th. And Andres Jimenez is going to step on up. Charge! So Barger stops at second. Kiner-Falefa is on over at first. And Jimenez will step on up to the plate. The Rogers Center has come alive, and we will have ourselves a pitching change in this bottom of the 7th inning as Brian Wu, well, his night is done. Wu is done, and there will be a pitching change, just like that. Wow. Is he going to stay in? Murphy was going out there. And Brian Wu, I think, is going to stay. That's the second time that that's happened in this series. Remember, Max Scherzer did not want to come out, and John Schneider was going to take the ball away, and he said no. Brian Wu didn't do that, but Wu is going to stay in the game. Jimenez shows bunting the pitch is way inside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. A leadoff walk by Barger, followed up by a single by Kiner-Falefa in Game 7 of the ALCS. 1-0 pitch. This ball's bunted back over towards the mound. The sacrifice is complete. The throw over to first is in time. And so there's 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. And that also gets rid of the double play. And up to bat now is George Springer. A sacrifice bunt does do the job. And Springer is going to come on up, and now Murphy is going to make a move. I think that is probably why he left him in the game. I don't know. Don't know. Let's see if he officially takes him out. Yep. He'll take the baseball and say, sit down. One more step off. One last step off. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. George Springer is coming up. The tying run's over at second. And this is a big-time moment for him. He's had a lot of big playoff moments. Can he come through? The pitch, that's inside for ball one. That was at 96 miles per hour. He is 0 for 2. He did walk in the first, and he also scored a run. 1 ball, no strikes to George Springer. The 1-0 fly ball hit out to left field. Does it have the distance? Yes, it does. He comes through again. Just like that, the Jays are on top. Absolutely insane out at the Rogers Center. Wow. Oh my goodness. 4-3 Toronto. I just cut that call. That was sick. Blue Jays are up 4-3. George Springer just hit himself a monumental home run. That's probably one of the best swings of his career. He's done it a lot of times with the Astros, and he had his moment here with the Blue Jays. And that's a big one. 4-3, bottom of the 7th. The tables have turned. Absolutely insane. That pitch, by the way, by Edward Bizzardo that was thrown was right down the middle, and Springer was jumping for joy like he was a little kid as he was heading over to first base. Here's Nathan Lucas and the pitch, and that is a foul ball towards the left side. I mean, he's had some big World Series home runs, too. The 0-1. That's up high for a ball. This guy's 36. One ball, one strike, and the pitch. That is a foul ball. That's his 23rd home run of the postseason. He has raised his batting average to over 265. 1-2 pitch, line drive, base hit out to right field. A one-out single by Lucas. And now it's Vladdy Guerrero Jr. coming on up to the plate. This is Springer's 5th career playoff run where he has had at least 4 homers. Guerrero hits one out to left field, but that's going to be caught by Randy Arozarena. It was indeed a bullet, and there's out number 2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. I mean, they are just still, the cameras are still on George. I mean, he's still catching his breath after that swing. It's like he's unconscious. So there's 2 away, bottom of the 7th. Guerrero hit a shot, but it was just right at Randy Arozarena. And now Alejandro Kirk is up, and he takes a hack at a slider and swings at nothing but air. Down in the count already, 0-1. Bizzardo with 8 pitches. The windup. And the pitch. That's in there for strike 2. He is the 7th pitcher that's been used in this game. The 3rd pitcher that the Seattle Mariners have gone to. No balls, 2 strikes to Alejandro Kirk. And the 0-2 pitch is outside and low for a ball. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That's his 3rd homer that he has given up in the postseason. And again, this guy did not allow any homers in September. None. One ball, 2 strikes. Kirk in the box. 1-2 pitch. That's off the plate for ball 2. That also is George Springer's 9th go-ahead home run in the postseason. I'm telling you, he's done it so many times. 2-2 on the way. Strike 3 called. And we'll see if the Mariners have a chance at redemption and if they can do anything, because now they're down 4-3. The tables have turned here in Game 7 of the ALCS. And the Mariners will be coming on up. Gino will come on up to the plate when they return. I believe first it'll be Randy Arozarena. Yes, it will. Wow. Okay, Blue Jays, Dodgers in 5. Somebody said that the game was over. Who said that the game was over? I think he just typed in my chat. He said it was done. He said it was done. Where is he? Inning 7 of 27 is crazy. I'm happy I wasn't eating my cracker then. Who could that be? Who could that be? It was not you, Kevin. It was definitely not you. Wow. Everybody in the Blue Jays lineup has a hit except for Ernie Clement. And Clement has the second best batting average on the team during the playoffs. What a ball game. This has been fun. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icons too. And that way you will know when we do go live. Did somebody clip that home run for me? Did somebody clip that? If not, it's all good. I can clip it myself. But I would like to have like a little timestamp of like when to clip that, because I do really want to post that as a YouTube short. Unless something crazy happens. Something crazy still could happen. Dodgers trying to sweep the Blue Jays because they don't like the weather, says James. James, I'm still looking at somebody in the chat that thought that the Mariners, or that said that it was over. Said it was over. I cannot believe it. It's okay. And that sucks, says Lydia. It's okay. This game still isn't over, Lydia. It ain't done yet. There's still time left to go. Dude, oh my gosh, I just realized this. Dude, Jeff Hoffman could close this out. Here's Randy Arozarena, the pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop, and on the very first pitch, he grounds out to shortstop Andres Jimenez for out number 1. Chris Bassett is pitching now for the Toronto Blue Jays. I just saw the Google search. What happened? Dude, Jeff Hoffman could actually close this out. 1 out, top of the 8th. The pitch. That's a sinker that's in there at the knees for a strike. Gino batting .320 with 2 homers in this postseason so far. Next pitch that he takes, it's now 1 ball, 1 strike. There is Hoffman. He is getting loosened up in the Blue Jays pen. One pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Yeah, Trey. Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that last night. 2 balls, 1 strike. Graduated in 2019. Oh, wow. That you didn't say. The 2-1 pitch. That's in there for strike 2. He graduated from the school my one niece and nephew went to. Were they the same year or no? 2-2 pitch. And that is up high for ball 3. So the count is now full. We're in the top of the 8th. There's 1 out. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bassett kicks and deals. And that is a foul ball. Remember, Gino had that grand slam to put the Mariners ahead in Game 5. It was 6-2. It was really tied 2-2, and then he hit that grand slam in the 8th inning. The 3-2 pitch, and that's a cold strike 3 on the inside corner, and Suarez is jumping up and down. He is livid. Man, that was a big call there, and to be honest with you, Oh, my goodness. It was close. That was close. Looked like it maybe hit the inside corner just slightly. And there is out number 2. Man, he is angry. 2 outs, top of the 8th. 1 ball, no strikes to J.P. Crawford. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball hit over to the shortstop, Jimenez. He gobbles it up, throws it over to first. 3 outs left to go in Game 7. For the Blue Jays to come away with a victory. There's still 6 outs left, though. But yes. Larry says, I said it was over. I wasn't talking about you. I said it was over, but to be fair, I always say it's over. It's my premature exclamation. Oh, it wasn't you. It definitely was not you. There was somebody else here. Somebody else was here. But yes, let's go. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Mariners were up 3-1 throughout the entire game, and George Springer, in the bottom of the 7th inning, said, let me hit my 9th go-ahead home run in the playoffs. And that's just what he did. That's his 9th career go-ahead home run. In the postseason. Dalton Varsho will lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. And curious to see who's going to pitch. Larry, I was just talking about this in the chat. Jeff Hoffman is probably going to close it out for the Blue Jays. Ridge Runners, there he is. There he is. I said it, I admit it. Let's go. Eat that crow. Eat that crow. No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking. Just teasing you, my man. Shout out to you. And I'm sure that you're happy, as of now, to be wrong. Brady Smitty, what's going on, my friend, over on the Twitch side of things? How are you, my friend? Guys, if you are over on Twitch, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I've been going on live for the MLB playoffs. I've been covering the Sixers, the Phillies, and the Eagles. I don't really do a lot of gaming over there on Twitch, but I do a lot of play-by-play commentary. That's what I've been doing on my YouTube channel. And if you guys really enjoy that, please give me a follow over on Twitch. You guys are the best. I love you all so much. Vaughn is also there on Twitch. What's up, Vaughn? How are you? Go Jays, I just want to say I appreciate the stream. I got you, man. I got you. I love you too, dude. MVP. MVP. Go. Brady Smitty loves the Jays. Varsho in the box. First pitch. Line drive. Hit out to right field. That'll get down for a base hit. It takes about a hop and a half. I don't even know if that's even a thing, but it does take 2 bounces in front of the right fielder, and there's a leadoff single in the bottom of the 8th inning. How do you define half a hop? I don't know. Andres Munoz is going to try to cool the fire here in this bottom of the 8th inning. He is the closer for the Mariners. Obviously, they're in desperation mode now. Clement bunts at the first pitch that he sees. It is a foul ball. No balls, 1 strike. Clement is 0 for 3 tonight. There's Tom Murphy chewing his gum. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. And did he go? No, he did not. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. It's my daughter's birthday tomorrow. Praying for a Jays win. Let's go. prayers in the chat. Let's go. I feel you, man. 1-1 pitch on the way. Strike two right down the middle. Took it right down the hatch. Addison Barger does wait in the on-deck circle. Munoz kicks, fires the pitch. Ground ball through the right side and through the hole for a base hit. And that's going to put runners on at the corners for Toronto. The crowd is excited. And Blue Jays fans are on their feet. How about that small ball using the other side of the field and getting it right through that 4-3 hole. Stopping at third base is Varsho. And here comes Addison Barger. We got 80 people watching on Twitch. Thank you all so much for being on here. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. 1 ball, no strikes to Addison Barger. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. It's probably the most that we've ever had on Twitch. Shout yourself out in the chat. 1-0. Here it comes. And there's a 99-mile-per-hour fastball that is in there for strike one. Munoz retired the first 23 batters, and the last 2 batters have gotten on base. Here's the 1-1. That misses high and away for ball 2. All right, people. Can't hear you, chat. Let's go. Charge! Hoffman warming up. The 2-1 pitch. Line drive. Caught by Naylor. And they'll double up the runner at first. That's Clement. And there's out number 2. Unlucky for Toronto. So Clement gets doubled up. And Barger lines into an unassisted double play. That just sucked the volume out of the Rogers Center. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is now stepping up to the plate with 2 away and a runner on at third. The pitch that's in there for strike one. No balls, 1 strike to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, who is 1 for 3. 0-1, foul ball. No cursing in my chat over on Twitch. Do not curse in my chat. That's one of my only rules. No spoilers. No cursing. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 away, bottom of the 8th. Oh, 2 pitch. That is outside for ball 1. That was at 99 miles per hour. One, 2. Foul ball. Hey, this ain't the Phillies. You've been on when I haven't done any Phillies games. Come on, don't act like you haven't. What's up, my friend? How are you? One ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. Hit over to the second baseman, and the throw on over to first. That's in time for out number 3, and we're going to go to the top of the 9th inning. 4-3 Toronto, and they're looking to hang on to go to the World Series. And Jeff Hoffman is going to come on in. Wow. What's up, my friend? He says, I'm good, thanks. Good. I'm happy to see you on here. Let's go. Let's go. Man. Dude, we got to see Jeff Hoffman try to close it out. Storybook, man. Mucho gracias. Oh, man, the Hoff does not instill me with confidence. I'd rather them put in Scherzer, man. Oh, man. Just the Watch over on YouTube says this. I don't even know who I want to win. A West Coast series feels like it would be cool, but I got a buddy in Canada who really wants to see Toronto get destroyed by my Dodgers. Man, that's a tough one, dude. That is a tough one. The Blue Jays are 3 outs away from going back to the World Series. Mariners with their season on the line. The former Philly Jeff Hoffman is going out there to pitch. Can he get the job done? Insane. Hit that thumbs up button, chat, and subscribe to the channel. Wow. Game 7s are always close. Well, not the last Game 7, not the last ALCS one. This is me putting on my baseball geek hat. I just looked this up before. The Rangers, they won the last Game 7 of the ALCS in 2023 against the Astros. It was 11-4. I believe it was 11-4. Can somebody actually fact check me on that? I believe it was 11-4. I remember saying that it was a blowout. Rivas will lead it off. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 due up in the order. So Rodriguez will bat. The question is, will they be able to extend it to Cal? 32 years ago. Man. Hoffman is going to pitch. Here comes the right-handed pitcher, Jeff Hoffman. I mean, what a story for him, really. For him to just be in this spot. First pitch to Rivas, and this ball's bunted foul towards the third base side. I mean, this guy, if you remember his journey, right, this guy started off his career with the Rockies. He was a starting pitcher, and then he was with the Cincinnati Reds as a starter, and then he came over to the Phillies as the Reds dropped him. Potentially, I believe that he was thinking about being done with baseball. Then he came over to the Phillies, was dominant as the count is 1-1. Played with the Phillies for 2 years, and now is with the Jays. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. And that's in there for strike 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There was a 4-seamer at 95. One ball, 2 strikes. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And I believe that they just reset. Hoffman gets set and fires. That pitch is down for ball 2. Rivas tonight, 0 for 3. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 on the way. That is down and in for ball 3. The count is now full to Rivas. Up next is Dominic Canzone. He will pinch hit for Victor Robles. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. There's out number 1. A high cheese fastball by Hoffman, and 1 gone in the 9th. Unreal. Got him to bite after that fastball. Hoffman knew exactly what he was going to throw, and it most certainly worked. And now Canzone steps up. 4-3 Toronto here in Game 7. Win or go home. Here's a splitter. That's outside for ball one. Canzone during the regular season batted .300. In the postseason, different story, batting just .111 and only has 1 RBI. The 1-0 pitch to Dom. He pops it up. It's right behind home plate. Does Kirk have room? He takes off the mask, and he runs out of room. It's a foul ball. The last time Hoffman pitched, he went 2 innings, gave up no runs, walked 1 batter, and he struck out 4. It's been incredible in the postseason so far. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, way outside and high. That was about a foot off the plate. Rodriguez is up next. He's 2 for 4. Goosebumps. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball down the middle at 94 miles per hour. Canzone was late. Do you go after him again with that same pitch? Rally towels being waved. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hoffman about ready to throw. Another pitch. Hoffman kicks, fires, swung on and missed again. The same fastball that he threw to Rivas. Let's go. And the Mariners have their season on the line. And it'll be in the hands of Julio Rodriguez to keep their hopes alive. Julio, 2 for 4 with a double and a solo homer. He steps into the box. The pitch. That's up high for a ball. They say that the toughest out to get is the last out. 1 ball, no strikes to Julio Rodriguez. Hoffman with 12 pitches. And here's pitch number 13 that's high and inside for ball 2. Cal is up next. Two balls, no strikes. The 2-0 to Julio, swing and a miss on a slider that was heading down. And now the count is 2-1. The clock has struck 11 o'clock PM Eastern Time on the East Coast. The 2-1 pitch, foul ball. And Seattle is down to its final strike of the season. Two balls, 2 strikes. Hoffman kicks, fires, and that's in the dirt for ball 3. Hoffman takes a breath, gets set below the belt, gets the signs, kicks, fires, swing and a miss! The Toronto Blue Jays are going to the World Series! Jeff Hoffman is getting paraded by all his teammates on the mound! Scene out in Toronto, they're all smiling. Vladdy's crying. And they will meet the Dodgers in the 2025 World Series on Friday nights. like that there's an earthquake that's going on over there. You can see the cameras vibrating. Unbelievable. Crazy. Unreal. Wow. Man, is there a lot to talk about. It's their first World Series appearance since 1993, and they will be facing off against the Dodgers on Friday night, and Game 1 will take place out in Toronto. Toronto will host the World Series. Unreal. What a game. What a series between these two teams. The bottom line is that Toronto stepped up when they had to. It was going to be really tough for them to win 4 of their last 5 games. It was going to be a tough task, but they rose up and they did it. George Springer with now 9 go-ahead home runs in his postseason career, and that one is going to go down as one of his best. Maybe not his best, but that was a big one. And that certainly, as a Blue Jay, it's his biggest one, without a doubt. So he's being interviewed right now on the field by Ken Rosenthal, but just a special moment for him. And just what a series for Vladdy. What a series for George Springer, too. Just insane. Oh, man. A lot to break down. I do want to see how everybody is doing in this chat. Unreal, man. Look at this chat. They had a nice turnout today. JJ, they did it. Let's go to the World Series. Dodgers and Jays, man. I'm all for it. I'm ready, man. I'm ready for this World Series. I don't know why he swung. It's... I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. Wow. I do want to wait and see who does win World Series MVP. I do really want to hear your thoughts about that down below in a little bit. But what a moment for Jeff Hoffman. Really, a big-time moment for him. You think about last year and what he went through as a Philly, giving up that grand slam to Lindor. I'm really happy for him. Because to be able to bounce back from that and be able to send your team to the World Series with the season on the line in a Game 7, big moment. So, clutch performance from him, and to be able to strike out Rodriguez at the end, big. Absolutely big. What else? What else do I have to say about this game? John Schneider, I actually thought really managed this game well. Even when his team was down, I thought that he put in the right pitchers. I thought that he really did a good job managing this from just an overall perspective. Sir Anthony Dominguez came on in to do his job. The bullpen was sensational, except for Varland. Shane Bieber did not have his stuff today, but you didn't think that he was going to go long. You really needed your bullpen to come through, and they most certainly did. They gave you 5 1/3 of an inning, and they only allowed 1 hit. That was just Varland. That was it. That was it. Against Sir Anthony, Gosman, Bassett, and Hoffman, nobody got a hit. And it's really tough. It's really tough to shut that Seattle offense down. It is. I want to say this about the Mariners. Okay? It's a gut punch. It is a gut punch because, again, you had a 3-1 lead. You had a 2-0 lead in this series. You figured that it wasn't going to get easier, but you had them on the ropes. 2-0. You were up in this series. And then the Blue Jays woke up in Game 3. They put up 13 runs, and your offense went silent. Then you let them back in for Game 4. You had one great inning in Game 5, and that was in the 8th inning when Cal hit the solo shot and Suarez hit the go-ahead grand slam. And you had a chance to close them out twice, and you weren't able to do so. So it's a heartbreaker for them, and hopefully for Julio Rodriguez's sake and Cal's and Polanco's and Naylor's, this is a learning experience for all of them. Tough one for Josh. I mean, this is a guy who lost in the ALCS last year when he was with the Cleveland Guardians. And Juan Soto hit that big-time home run as a Yankee. And he was there to see that. He's there tonight to see George Springer do that against his team. So that's unfortunate for his sake. But I think that Seattle has a very bright future ahead of them, though. But for them to be able to go through learning curves like with Julio and with Cal had a historic season. He really did. But it's tough. It's tough, and hopefully they're able to bounce back next year. I thought that where they went wrong in this game, if I'm being honest with you, is I didn't say it in the moment, but I believe that they should have intentionally walked George Springer. And I didn't say it. I did not say it. But I was thinking to myself, after Jimenez bunted there, you might want to take your chances with Lucas instead. And they didn't. There were runners on at second and third. First base was wide open. And the Blue Jays made them pay. They capitalized on that mistake. And it paid off. It really did. So, I want to hear what you guys, or I want to see what you guys have to say about this game. Again, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Zom says, Mariners should have went to the World Series over on Twitch. What's up, man? I think that the Blue Jays stole this game, but they fought. They fought, and they absolutely gave it their best. To the Dodgers fans, good luck. Let's have a good series, this Ridge Runners. Still have to root for the Dodgers, my dad's team, says Kevin. You and Dr. DeLay made this series so much fun. Thank you. Well, yeah, I know that I don't compare myself to Dr. DeLay. Dr. DeLay is so good at what he does. He really is. I'm not Dr. DeLay. Dr. DeLay is absolutely awesome. But hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'm just really grateful that you were here to spend some time with us. So, World Series MVP JJ. All shucks, guys. I appreciate that. Very happy for Hoffman. Was always a good guy. Yes, he was. And this guy almost retired. And the Phillies rejuvenated his career. They really did. And it's just good to see him in the World Series along with Sir Anthony. It's kind of nice, in my opinion. Yeah. Part of me is like, you know what? Like, you're a former Philly, but Hoffman's a really good guy. That was Phillies players dressed in Mariners uniforms, says Kevin. That George Springer homer had a pretty nice learning curve to it, says Connor. Yeah, and also a fastball down the middle. You don't throw that to that guy. You don't do that. Now, George Kirby did have a lot of swing and misses on fastballs down the middle today, which I thought was interesting. But that's not George Kirby. That's Edward Bizzardo. Different guy. Seattle needs Trey or Bryce. You were thinking it. Cool J says, this is going to be a good series. Two very good teams. I think the Jays can win it in 5. Oh. I think, and this is just my series prediction, I think that the Jays are a better team than the Brewers. I do. I don't think that they're pitching. Yes, their hitters are better than the Phillies, But against that Dodgers pitching, sorry about that. Against that Dodgers pitching, it's going to be tougher for them to put up runs. Seattle's pitching is way different than, and the Yankees pitching is even different than what the Dodgers have. So I'm going to go with Dodgers in 5 or 6. 6 at the most. I do think that the Blue Jays will take game 1 just because they're fresh. I'm actually going to change my answer. I do think that the Dodgers will win in 6. But I do believe, and I truly do believe this, that the Blue Jays are coming off fresh. Baseball is all about momentum. It's been a week since the Dodgers have played. So the Blue Jays do have that in their favor. And the Dodgers are on the road yet again. It is going to be a good series. But yes. Oh, man. Insane. So you're thinking Dodgers will go back-to-back and become a dynasty, says Cool J. Yeah, I do. I do think that any way you look at it, it'll go to 6 games. I do want to see who wins this ALCS MVP. I would like to hear your thoughts. Do you think that they're going to give it to Vladdy, or do you think that they're going to give it to George Springer? I think that those are probably the 2 guys that are probably in line to get it. Springer's big 3-run home run today, that was clutch. That was clutch, and it did help them win this game. It did. But does Vladdy get it, or is it Springer? I don't know. But comment who you think down below. And if you're thinking somebody else, please let me know that too. Maybe some of you think that it's Ernie Clement, or maybe it's Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer had himself a great game. I don't think that they're going to give it to a pitcher, though. I don't. But let me know what you guys think down below. Give it to the entire team, says Richie. I don't know who's going to win it. But, something that I learned about from this series is that I underestimated the Blue Jays. I did. I underestimated them. And I said that it was going to be over. And I learned in this series that, again, when you think one team is out, sometimes, especially in baseball, there's surprises that come up. And you got to play all the outs. And that one swing, that one pitch that was thrown to George Springer made the difference. Their bullpen was sensational. Mariners bullpen, not good. Brian Wu, not good. Wu actually, yeah, I know that he gave up the single and the walk, but he wasn't really good. And then Bizzardo came on in and just gave up that home run. But yeah. If it goes 7, 2 games in Toronto, 3 games in LA, 2 games in Toronto. Correct. That is correct. Jeff Hoffman got his second save. Kevin Gausman got his second win. That was of the series. Actually, that was his second win of the postseason. He's now 2-1. So yeah, who gets ALCS MVP? I'm gonna go with Vladdy. I do think Vladdy gets it. And I think Vladdy should get it. Because we're talking about the whole series. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like Kyrie Irving hitting the game-winning shot. And it was a clutch shot. They needed a bucket in Game 7. but LeBron James in the 2015-16 finals was the best player in that series, right? To me, it's the same sort of thing here. So let's see. Vladdy is coming up. Did he win the MVP? I think he did. I think he won ALCS MVP. And he has every right to win that. He's just had a monstrous playoff run. He did. He won the MVP. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. is your 2025 winner of the ALCS MVP. Great stuff. All right. Well, Vlad gets it. And look, the man's batting over 450. So, I mean, he just had another monstrous series. He did. So, I give it to him. And that was the right call. All right, guys. I love you all so much. I'm going to send you off to Rising Rhino. There will be a redirect. You're more than welcome to stay. Go show him some love. He is covering that Seahawks-Texans game. And I do want to go out and listen to the rest of that game. Of course, I will be on Rising Rhino stream too. I will be showing my guy love and support. But yes, congratulations to the Blue Jays. Mariners fans, you know you still have always a place to come back for baseball. I do apologize for you guys. I hope that you guys are okay. Love you all, spreading all love and support to you all. And yeah, before I do let you guys go, the rest of the week's schedule is this. There's no stream tomorrow. There is a stream on Wednesday. We are doing the Sixers opener against the Celtics. That'll be at 7:30. I believe it's at 7:30. Let me double check that. Sixers played the Celtics on Wednesday. The game is at 7:30. We'll be covering that. And then Thursday we're off. Friday we're doing Game 1 of the World Series. Saturday we're doing Game 2 of the World Series over the Sixers. We're doing Game 2 of the World Series because it's the freaking World Series. And then we're doing the Eagles game on Sunday. That's how the schedule is going to be. All right? I love you all. See you all on Wednesday. And for those of you that aren't into the NBA or that don't care about the Sixers, I'll see you Friday for a World Series Game 1. Bye. Catch you on the next one.